Hi there, I'm Greg Smith, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get some real power and speed into your golf swing. So when we're looking at delivering speed into the swing, we need to look at the line in which we're delivering that speed. Because if you're not getting the correct line and you're putting lots of power and lots of speed into the swing, obviously you're going to have bigger misses. You're not going to be hitting the fairway. You're going to have an inefficient strike. And surprisingly enough, if you're not achieving the right lines, you won't get the speed anyway. So we need to understand how the club and how the body is working in the downswing in order to get this ideal line to get the speed coming through. And as we look at the swing, it's actually made up of two lefts and a right. So what I mean by that is in the downswing, we have the first left is the rotation of the body. So the body rotates left, the left hip sits back, the hips open, the upper body opens, and eventually the arms open. And it's all swinging to the left of target, it's opening up. The second left is then the release of the hands. So the hands release the club to the left of the target once the ball's being hit. So hopefully we're going to be squared up at impact, and then as we come through, the full release of the hands is going to deliver the club left. So if we think about that, we've got two lefts in relation to the target, the body and the release. So if we want to square things up, we've got to make sure that the hands and the arms are actually swinging out to the right. So we're getting the initial movement of the club to the right. And we've got to do it quite a lot because we've got two elements turning left. So if the body is rotating quickly, that's going to pull the club over. So we've got to make sure that we're doubling the right with the arms to counteract the left of the body, and then eventually the release of the wrists coming through. If we can get this sequence right, we can generate some phenomenal speed into the ball, but also get that solid hit. We get the optimum ball flight, nice little draw, and dispersion will be good as well. But we have to make sure that as we start that downswing, we achieve the right line with the arms and the club initially to allow for the fact that the body's opening. And when we really get into this speed slot, if you like, then the wrists can fire as hard as they want to deliver as much speed into the ball. But if you don't get that inside line initially, the wrist won't be able to fire as much. So you can still square it up and hit it nice and straight, but the amount of potential power that you can put in with the wrists and the forearms will be minimized, because if you do, you're going to see a lot of the left side of the course. So let's see if we can put a bit of power in with this. Let's see how we go. So I struck that one quite nice, and yeah, it looks like we got the club from the inside, and that's allowed me to get the maximum amount of release out of the wrists to get that speed and that distance that we're after. So remember, if you want to get full speed in your downswing, you've got to work the two lefts and a right.